Wildlife officials highly advise against feeding a wild moose. This is because if you feed a moose, it might become aggressive and attack the next person it encounters if they have no food to offer. The colors on a toucan's beak remain unchanged for many years after the bird's death. A little girl in Seattle became friends with a group of crows that she feeds in exchange for gifts. The items they bring her are typically shiny and have included pieces of glass, buttons, and even lost jewelry. This is one of the first cases of wild birds displaying gift-giving behavior to humans. A group of archaeologists discovered this bird claw while digging down a cave in New Zealand. Later on, they confirmed that it was the 3,300-year-old foot of a moa bird, which went extinct around 700 years ago. Oh no, someone's getting cursed. This power line in England happened to be laid straight through the skull of an Anglo-Saxon woman who was buried in a previously undiscovered graveyard from the 6th century. This ancient Aztec combat sword, known as the macahuitl, was made out of wood and obsidian rocks. Obsidian is 12 times sharper than surgical steel, as this sword could decapitate not only a man with one strike, but also a horse. This isn't what you think it is. This is the carnivorous pitcher plant from the genus Nepenthes. The top acts as a lid for the lower pitcher structure, which traps and drowns insects in a syrupy fluid. Real classy, Mother Nature. This is a bull born without the protein myostatin, allowing for unrestricted muscle growth. In 2010, there was a massive flood in Pakistan that forced millions of spiders to climb up trees and build webs to avoid the rising waters. People claim that if you happen to stand under any of these trees, hundreds of tiny little spiders would fall all over your body. Venus is a 1 in a billion cat whose face is half black and half red tabby. Veterinarians have argued whether Venus is a chimera or if her split face is just pure genetic luck. This octopus had a genetic mutation that gave it 96 tentacles instead of 8. A family of people with blue skin lived in Kentucky for many generations. They were known as the Blue Fugates, or the Blue People of Kentucky. They are thought to have gained their blue skin through a combination of inbreeding and a rare genetic condition known as methemoglobinemia. The harpy eagle is considered to be the largest and most powerful bird in the rainforest. Its rear talons can grow up to 4 inches long, about the same size as a grizzly bear's claws. It's certainly no mistake that this majestic bird is literally named after a mythological monster. This is what a baby swordfish looks like on someone's fingertip. This little guy will grow to be over 1,000 pounds one day. Calathris archeri, aka the devil's fingers, might look like a creature with tentacles upon first glance, but it's actually a fungus. It is also known as the octopus stinkhorn because it smells of rotting flesh. In its early stages, it looks like an alien emerging out of a pod, and many people have mistakenly reported it as such. The young man on the left broke into his neighbor's house wielding a knife and threatened to kill the old man. But 72-year-old Frank Cordy happened to be a former boxing champion, and he gave the burglar a lawful beatdown. The Antwerp diamond heist in 2003 was one of the biggest robberies in history. A Belgian man stole $100 million in diamonds after bypassing 10 levels of high security. He had almost gotten away with it, but was convicted via DNA evidence on a salami sandwich that he'd left near the crime scene. In 2011, 2 miners in Alberta, Canada accidentally stumbled upon a 110-million-year-old mummified dinosaur. The fossilized specimen, which was identified as a type of nodosaur, is so well preserved that its skin and scales are still completely intact. In its heyday, it would have looked something like this guy. Scientists say that it's likely the closest thing to a real-life dinosaur that humans have ever seen. In 1963, a Turkish man found a strange cave after he knocked down a wall in his home. Further digging revealed access to a complex tunnel system with more cave-like rooms. He had discovered the ancient underground city of Derinkuyu, built during the Byzantine period. Experts say the ancient city could have housed more than 20,000 people during its peak over 1,000 years ago.